Hey everybody, Bryce with Central Florida Dent Repair back again to do another Stanliner tool review. These are tools that I absolutely believe in and I use on a daily basis. I recently have been using one of my favorites here. This is the Universal Triple Bend, and this tool actually is a 3/8 rod tapered down to this fantastic tooltip design here, which you can see the craftsmanship is phenomenal. And there's a lot of functionality behind that tip, and it gives you a lot of benefits when using it in different ways. And I'm going to actually demonstrate those different ways that I use it in this video here. I also have another one here. This is the actually called a Triple Bend Mini. This is actually the 5/16 slim down version, and I use this one a lot as well for finishing kind of a custom bend. One of the things I really enjoy about these tools is that Kaz is probably going to hate me for saying this, but I like the fact that I can bend them. And when you can bend a tool, it gives you that much more versatility. So stay tuned, check this out. Alright, so I have a door set up on a stand here just to kind of display the many uses. This is actually going up through a wire harness hole and just twisting. Then we can go down the glass, and you can also do the same twisting method there down to the intrusion beam area. I'm getting it in between that beam just like a whale tail. And then we have, through the wiring harness, also pushing with that specially designed tip there. And I'm going to show you kind of a up close and personal view through the wiring harness hole up into a brace. And once that thing gets up in there, it's lots of metal being moved really cleanly. So if you have a deep shot, you can really attack it with that one. All right, and here is a push to paint on a rear quarter panel of a Nissan Rogue. This is me just basically bulking out the major portion of the damage. And then where the Stanliner tool is going to come into play is kind of in the, I guess, the midway point of the repair. Just kind of picking out all those little areas to get it as close as we possibly can. And you can see that tip design there. It's a nice round, a constant round tip, which is going to move a lot of metal. It's designed to move a lot of metal really fast and really cleanly. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Like I said, we're just going up through, we've got a nice bend on that tool and going through that bumper bracket hole. And just really good leverage and very comfortable working on this. And these are our push to paint results for this quarter panel. The customer just wanted it nice and flat so the body shop can come in and do minimal body work and some painting on it. And here's a police cruiser with a pretty nasty shot on the front fender there. Got a little bit of paint damage, but customer's just looking to get this dent out and make it look as factory as possible. And the reason I chose this Stanliner tool for kind of the midway portion of this repair was because I'm dealing with a vinyl sticker here, and I had to be as precise as I could. And one thing about these tool tips is that there's a little bit more room for error, so you don't feel as stressed when you're working on this type of a situation here where you've got to be as precise as possible with each push, and that tool is allowing me to do that on this vinyl. And the finish came out really good. This was about I would say roughly about a 3-hour repair for me. Orange peel is nice and consistent throughout. Obviously no sanding allowed on this one because of the vinyl there, but the tap down work on that one had to be on point as well because obviously you don't want to put any divots in that vinyl. All right, and here's a Subaru Forester fender smash here. Black is a very difficult color, and you want to be as precise as you possibly can to keep that orange peel looking factory as can be. And here's the back side of the panel just to kind of show you the contact patch, what it's doing behind there. And actually, this is the 30-inch Universal Triple Bend in action, just kind of in a pushing motion there. And it came out great. We were able to keep the factory orange peel, no sanding or polishing on this one here. One thing I do wish that they would design for this particular tool would be a 1/2-inch version, maybe about 24 inches or so. But I'm not going to complain. It got the job done, and the customer's really, really happy with the end result on this one for sure. So if you're a huge fan of the Stanliner tool line like I am, I suggest you come out January 28th and 29th to Orlando, Florida for the 2nd annual Stanliner seminar where you're going to get up close and personal with these tools and develop an understanding of how they're used by their creator. I'll actually be there demonstrating how I use them on a daily basis. I am not certified by Stanliner. I'm just going to basically be there just showing my techniques, the way I go about using them, and I really hope to see you there. So thanks again for watching, and hope to see you at the seminar.